Hey guys, we're here once again in front of the Lobero Theater for the Santa Barbara International Film Festival. I'm Julie Ramos, and tonight the festival honors the virtuosos. There is a whole bevy of actors and actresses walking down the red carpet tonight, including Casey Affleck, James McAvoy, Ellen Page, and Amy Ryan. We'll talk to all of them as they come down the carpet, including a couple of others. So come enjoy the show. So you've had just an amazing last year. You have had high praise for both your roles in the Assassination and Gone Baby Gone now, and now the Oscar nomination. Have you had a chance to sit back and take it all in?
Not really. Not that much time to kind of sit back and take it all in, but you know, that's okay, because I think if I tried to like sit back and savor it, put my feet up and think about it all, it would all feel a little bit empty, you know. So you know, they're not the kind of laurels we want to rest on. It's very nice to be included in the kind of different groups of people that I have been, but you know, there's so many award shows and so many kind of trophies handed out and things that if you start giving it too much meaning, I think it can kind of sour on you.
Well, speaking of award shows, are you worried at all about the writer's strike affecting the Oscars this year?
Well, I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I kind of worry about other things, but it's if it happens, I think that it would be. I mean, look, I feel like this is more important than kind of 1 year of an award show, you know, and to make sure that this kind of gets resolved in a fair way that everyone's happy with, because people are going to be, a lot of people, millions of people will be living with the this deal for the next, you know, at least 3 years and maybe a lot longer. So it's important that this gets resolved in a way that is fair to everyone, and it's more important than kind of settling it quickly just so that we can have like a TV show and hand out trophies. That said, I think it would be a real shame because the Oscars have this kind of great long-standing tradition, and I think it's nice, you know. I think that's nice. It's nice to celebrate movies, and that tradition is nice, and I think it would really be a shame if we had to lose that this year.
And lastly, can you just tell us about your latest projects, what you're working on right now, what we're going to see you in next?
I'm working on the press line at the Santa Barbara Film Festival.
That's a good answer.
It's only halfway done. Okay.
Thank you. It's Casey Affleck.
I did come here briefly before, but it wasn't a big do like this. Yeah, it wasn't a big old do like this. Yeah, it's nice to be back actually, and it's nice to be celebrating another film that I feel very, very proud of. For different reasons, and they were both very different adventures. But yeah, I'm dead lucky to have two films like that in 2 years. It's more than I ever wished for.
Well, it was such a great role for you. I mean, you played it beautifully. Now, how did you come? How did you come to be a part of this film?
The really boring, usual, conventional way. My agent took a call. She went, "Do you want to audition for this?" And I said yes. And I like auditioned and screen tested and auditioned again and blah blah blah. And I ended up begging enough people to give me the part, and I got the part.
Well, now you're sharing the stage tonight with just a slew of amazing actors, present company included. Is there any one of these people that you'd love to work with?
My wife and I have always loved Marion Cotillard. We love all of these actors tonight, but we've always loved Marion Cotillard way back to like her first films and stuff. So that's a big thrill to be sharing the stage with her. So yeah.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us, and again, congratulations on this evening. Thank you. Hi, Amy. Hi. Julie Ramos with the film festival, actually. Hello, nice to meet you. Now, okay, you've done everything. You've done Broadway, film, and television. Now, do you have a favorite, and you're planning on directing? Because it seems like you've done it all, and you're not stopping.
I could not direct. That's a talent I do not have, for sure. But do I prefer one over the other? No, but I do love that that I could go from one to the other, because then there's never a moment that I take it for granted. So.
Now, your performance in Gone Baby Gone was very haunting, and the character that you played was very intense. Did you find it difficult to get into that role, and how did you prepare for that?
I prepared mostly by trying to get that Boston accent and start there, and and continue on down that dark spiral slope. But mostly, and especially coming from the theater, I rely heavily on the written text and try to find all those clues within the writing. And then a good writing like Gone Baby Gone is, it'll take you for the ride.
So now Ben and Casey, being the Boston boys, did they give you any tips on the accent?
Yes, constantly. Yeah, I would sometimes slip into my own New York accent, and they would pull me in, back to Boston all the time.
Now, are you doing anything, Leslie, to prepare for the Oscar night? Anything special?
Well, I haven't found a dress yet, but I hope to, and I hope I love it. And I don't know. I think I'm just trying to stay healthy and loaded up on vitamins so I don't miss it. Yeah.
Well, thank you for talking to us, and congratulations on the nomination.
Thanks very much.
Well, first of all, congratulations on your recent nomination. Now, the New York Times calls you frighteningly talented, and Roger Ebert says that hands down yours was the best performance this year in Juno. Now, being so young, what do you think about that, all that praise?
It's crazy, it doesn't always feel that deserved, I guess, just because there's, It's extremely humbling, I suppose, because I have so much admiration for the people that I'm now surrounded by. But it's very kind, I guess. It's definitely a hard thing to wrap your head around, I suppose.
Now, are you excited about Oscar night? Are you doing anything special to get ready for the big night?
I'm just, probably what everyone else is doing, just, figuring out what you're going to wear and all of that stuff. But yeah, just nothing too crazy.
Well, tonight you're sharing the stage with just a group of amazing actors and actresses. Is there anybody here that you'd love to work with next?
Oh man, all of them, all just gave absolutely ridiculously outstanding performances this year. And again, just humbling and an honor just to be here,
Well, thank you so much for speaking with us, and again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, you come from a family of artists. I understand your mother is an actress, and your brother is a sculptor, yes? Now, they must be so proud of you. What do they think of your recent Oscar nomination?
Well, they're so happy. My father and my mother are actors, and my two brothers. My brother, one of my brothers lives in San Francisco, and the other lives in Paris. He's about to direct his first short film, and of course everybody's very, very happy.
Now, what is it like being a French-speaking actress doing some English-speaking roles?
More work, but much fun too. It's all the movies I loved when I was a kid were almost all Americans, so it's part of my actress dream. And so I'm very happy to be able to touch this.
Great. Well, thank you so much for speaking with us, and congratulations on the Oscar nomination.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye.
Now, you have so many amazing films to your credit. I have to ask, do you have a personal favorite, or was there one that was more memorable for you to work on?
I love all the movies. I mean, Dave was a very special experience for me. And of course, Ghostbusters, because it had made such an impact on the culture, both here and in the entire world. So
it's one of my personal favorites. Love that film. Now, your son Jason was just nominated for an Oscar. Now, did you encourage him to get into directing? And you must be so proud.
Extraordinarily proud of him. I'm just happy he turned out good. And he's I think he has an enormous amount of talent, clearly, but I just love the sort of how, at least so far, he's managed to keep his head screwed on straight. And as a parent, that's nice to see.
Yeah, I guess that's the best you can hope for, right?
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for speaking with us, and thank you for being here tonight.
Hi.